these haters tryna hate on me, but I know deep down inside they all fraud. I put it all on the line.
Let's do this.
All I really want to say right now is how much I really miss playing the beta. I'm serious. I miss playing the beta. This is your boy Topher with the Hater Nation. What's going on? You're seeing some beta gameplay. It was like summer camp, man. That's all I could say. If you guys did not get on that thing, you missed out. It was a great time. You really got to see what the game has to offer before it actually releases. They opened it up to everybody. It was so much fun. Now, I made a video a couple days ago just saying thank you to David Vonderhaar for letting us get a chance to have a beta, an open beta. They've had closed betas in the past. Certain individuals would come in, actually play a beta there on site, so on and so forth. This was the first time they really allowed the public to actually have an opinion on what was going on in the game in that stage of development, to be more hands-on with it. And I honestly think in the future, if every Call of Duty did this, it would only make the game better. The problem is that when you jump into a production cycle of a game, like they have been, and not allow the public their opinion before the game releases, there's so much more work that has to be done then. Right at that moment, at the game release, right? Then you top it off with all these glitches and things that are happening. Things having to be edited on the fly. Then you throw in not having that beta and the things that would present, such as overpowered weapons, other things. You're just able to refine the game that much more. That's why I honestly believe Call of Duty being in a 3-year dev cycle is the best thing for the game right now. This beta, to tell you right offhand, as soon as I opened it up and started playing, I felt like I was playing Black Ops. The way that the controller feels when you get a hit marker, the way a kill feels, the reaction times, the feeling it's not too quick. The boosting was one of those aspects that they had thrown in Advanced Warfare, and it worked, but it was way too overplayed. It seemed like every single gun battle in Advanced Warfare had some kind of boosting involved in it. This is more grounded because you're not floating in the air. You drop pretty quickly. It's more realistic in my mind. If there was going to be some kind of boosting ability, this is a little bit more along the lines of where it needs to be at. Couple of things that I did notice: some of the wall hanging in some areas needs to be touched up just a little bit, because there was a lot of times where I would jump right up against the wall and be hugging it, and it still wouldn't pick up. So I think that needs to be updated just a touch. The most overpowered weapon, the M8A1. The first day on the beta on Xbox One, the gun was just melting. It was way too quick. The minute everybody was getting it. Then they dialed it back a little bit so that putting rapid fire on it wasn't too much of a crutch perk for that gun. It's still probably the best assault rifle in the assault rifles classes, just because it's one of those spammer weapons. If you're really good with it, you can really do some damage. And the people that are good with it, they know it, and that's what they run with. One crutch perk that I did notice, and it's just a level-based thing, was Ghost. Once you got Ghost, you were able to actually go throughout the map when the UAVs were up, and not really worry so much about coming up on radar unless you were firing. Whereas before, there'd be UAVs, everybody's got UAVs, everybody wants to see where everybody's at, especially on release. So that's one thing that I did notice. The specialists were a lot of fun. The gravity spike one I used quite a bit. I actually got into the Spectre, or the Assassin one, which is the last one you unlocked. And there was two different abilities. There was a slicer ability, which was basically you had an extended blade. That gave you like an 8-foot lunge. The thing was nasty. You could possibly pull off a 4-piece with that thing before its time ran out. The other ability that they had I thought was really cool, and it was an active camo, and this thing was sick. I had people look at me, I disappeared, moved like 2 or 3 inches to the right just to see if they would see where I was at, and the minute I start moving, they're still firing at where I was at. It was like the active camo was that good. When I looked at it from a teammate's perspective, you could definitely see that somebody was there, but using the camo in the right situations, it's going to be so dope to actually get clips with that, actually getting feeds, going right behind people. I actually did one where I ran up to a guy right to his face, then my camo came off, and I literally just hit him in the face with the butt of my rifle twice. It was so funny. But some of the other things that I really did like about the game, the spawns on TDM are great. Domination can be a little bit spammy and a little bit spawn campy. CTF kind of the same, not as bad as Domination. Domination seemed to be the worst one. The safeguard game type that we played was a lot of fun too. Basically, the beginning team gets a robot. You have to get that robot into the circle for a point. If you don't, and you don't get the point, then it goes to another round. And if the other team gets their robot into the point, they get 2 points and automatically win. What's interesting is the way they have this point system set up, so that if the first team does score, they're only going to get 1 point. Then if the other team scores, they'll get 1 point, and they'll keep doing that. And then it goes to like almost like a lightning round. It's basically overtime where one team will get the robot, and if they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. It's basically win or lose. So it was kind of an interesting game. This camo right here is the lady's wearing, it's like a bulletproof vest, and it lasts for a little bit, but you have to get a headshot on them when they have that up in order to kill them. It was kind of interesting. The only specialist abilities that I really feel were a must, everybody was running the robot Gatling gun one. Rejack. That thing was so annoying when it first came out, because the people would pop back up after they rejacked and they'd still have their kill streaks. But they fixed that, so that's cool. You will know who needs this in public lobbies because they will run it all the time. They will die a lot. I will say that it does help you extend your time playing and killing people in-game, and will help you get kill streaks if, and I do say if, you use it at the opportune moment. You want to use it in a situation where you know you could still get out of it. A lot of times I caught people doing this in front of 3 or 4 people, or people even looking at them. If you know the guy's standing right over your body waiting for you to rejack, you don't want to hit it because they could just wait there. After a while, people started waking up to it, and as soon as they saw that character go down, they would look at him. Even if he wasn't running that, they would still look at him to make sure he wasn't going to pop back up, or basically look for the smoke, which is what happens. So, but other than that, the characters were a lot of fun. The game types that I did get to play, I played Uplink a little bit. I really don't like Uplink, but I got to play Capture the Flag, and let me just say that Capture the Flag is my favorite game type. Always has been, always will be. To me, it's a classic test of a good team. Probably one of the best ways. Capture the Flag and Search are 2 game types where you can really tell how well a team works together. Hardpoint was a lot of fun. I definitely think that that's going to be a competitive game mode. It's going to be coming back. As far as the outlook for Capture the Flag to be left in, I really hope they do in competitive, but you never know. Other things that I would like fixed in the game. Definitely the lobby system and getting into games freezing. That happens so much. We ended up just calling it beta love every time you had to touch the controller to restart your game. But I mean, other than that, I was glad to wait, get a good connection, and go in and just mob. It honestly was one of the best times I've had on a Call of Duty title in a very, very long time. I can't remember even on Black Ops 2 having that much fun. And it's only the beta. I mean, it was like a 1-week thing. I really did enjoy it, and I can't believe I just ran past that person right there. That was so stupid of me. Whoa, where'd he go? Oh, there he goes. But, that's basically it. Just the lobby system. The guns the way they are right now, I think are perfect. And please, 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 can we have a ballistic knife? That's all I'm asking. Treyarch, David Vandahar, anybody over there at Treyarch, please listen to me. Black Ops has always had a ballistic knife. We need a ballistic knife, if not for anything else, in some kind of gun game form. But we need the ballistic knife. That's just one of those things. It's one of those flavors. Just like zombies is. You gotta come out with something. So I'm really hoping that they do something with it. The fact that you have to use a character, a specific character, in order to use the bow, I understand it because it is a Treyarch thing to have the bow. But everybody's then gonna have to run that one character. So it being like an overpowered item and being able to get it and use it more often, I can understand the reasoning behind it. So I can let that one go. But just give us a ballistic knife. Let me just go off. Give me some of that gun game. Give me some of that other game where you only use like the hatchets and the bows and the ballistic knives. Give me some of that shit. Let me put some feeds on here. Let me show everybody how I help win the game. That's right. I'm staying on B.
Not sure if I'm following.
We're gonna win it right here. Anyways, that's pretty much it. That's all I really had on the beta. I can't wait for the game to come out. I went to go play Advanced Warfare today, and it just was not the same.
You don't look very dead.
I miss playing this game. I really do. I'm already addicted to it. As far as the future of this channel, as you can see, there's some differences in the intro. As you can see, the plate that I have. We're just entering into a new time. A lot of things have gone on. People have moved on. You know, people have lives to live and kids to feed. And, you know, at the end of the day, we're all just a group of friends that really love to enjoy this game together. And that's what this channel represents. So in the future, I'm going to put some more content. I hope you guys enjoy it. Maybe some guides on certain maps or certain situations. I noticed a lot of head glitch spots right off spawn, especially in like Search and Destroy. That's something I don't see T-Martin or anybody else doing it at all, really. Doing some kind of comprehensive guide as to, you know, the first spots to look at off of a spawn. So maybe I'll do something like that. I don't know. This game's inspired me to do more work on here, to put more videos up, to, you know, put myself out there a little bit more. And I haven't in a while, so that's definitely going to have to happen now. Especially with everybody coming back and wanting to play the game. So bear with me while we're rebuilding this empire for you guys. If you guys are seeing this channel for the first time, please just give it a test out. Subscribe, and if you don't like it, you can always unsubscribe. If you liked the video or liked the commentary, leave a thumbs up. As always, you can check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Mr. TopherOG. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for everybody that has stayed true to this channel, still subscribed. We're going to put some more stuff on here for you guys, but until next time, this has been your boy Topher. Let them be haters, man. Later, haters.
Where'd that go?
Here's how you start. Come through here, aim over the rock, and fire at 3 assholes at once, and start with first blood and a triple.